can see that this is a controversial issue, and it needs attention, and that's why the municipality have these public meetings, community meetings, that we have and invite community participation. It involves everybody, ratepayers, community, residents of an area, and that's why it is the way that things are done. It's a process, and I'm not going to elaborate on the for or against what we are going to discuss, the establishment of this beach for naturalists. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think your participation and your comments are going to be very, very important.
First of all, we now understand that the municipality takes our views seriously, such that whenever there is a proposal, they have that responsibility to engage with us. So they take our views, no matter how controversial or foreign or unfamiliar the subject is to us. And we've also taken note of what you've said, Deputy Mayor, by saying that through these public consultative meetings, you will also take the views from such a forum seriously. I think that is why we respect the municipality so much. It could have been decided by a forum of councillors that we have by law elected into council, but the fact that stakeholders are given this platform, it really shows a municipality that cares.
The process that we normally follow is that we look at the bylaws, we look at the application, and we look at the bylaws in terms of that application. Now, in terms of this application, our bylaws currently for all our beaches are very clear. They are saying nobody is allowed to bathe in our beaches naked. That's what our bylaws state currently. So we look at that. The second part, we look at what we call the environmental impact assessment. Now, in terms of this application, what will be the impact on the environment and so on. The second point, we then undergo the process of public consultation. Now, in terms of this application, we have consulted the public through what we called the website. We created a website specifically for this. It was not as successful as we thought, but there are stakeholders who participated at that level. But we also had public meetings to community members who do not have access to such facilities, and we've got all the attendance registers. This is also part of the consultation. But we also look at critically the impact on development, economic development. We're not going to shy away and say we don't look at that. We always look at that on our side as officials. But then the process will be, after having considered everything else, we will then compile an item. It will then go through the processes of approval. It will go through the portfolio. Well, obviously it will go through COPMENCO, and then portfolio, and then council will then resolve on the matter. As of now, council has not resolved because we were still in the process of consultation, and we wanted to advise council on the basis of all information. We did not want to be subjective, but also we did not want to be dismissive. And I know when we looked at, some of the meetings we attended and the emails that we have received, there was a temptation on the part of other stakeholders to say, why is council even entertaining this? Now you can imagine if council were to adopt a very dismissive attitude for applications. When you received an application, you simply say, well, we can't follow due process and due diligence in terms of treating the application. So all applications are treated in the same fashion. Just for your own information, we have done some background because it's always important that when we advise counsel, we advise it on the basis of substantive information, information that has been well researched, information that has been there. We have done some background. We were tasked, myself and the manager, Anton Botha, we were tasked with, by the municipal manager to research and investigate the following. What is the status of nudist speeches in South Africa? That's what we are to investigate. Two, what are the economic spin-offs whenever you have a nudist speech? Three, is the community ready to deal with such applications and such concept in nudist speeches? Bearing in mind that the nudist community is a community, and in terms of the Constitution, they enjoy all the rights that South Africans must enjoy. We acknowledge that. The research that we did indicated that some beaches have been designated unofficially. Let me emphasize that point. Unofficially, not by municipalities, not by the communities, but by the nudists, declared some beaches unofficially as nudist beaches. In KZN, our research has indicated that Umhlanga, there is an unofficial nudist beach. I'm saying unofficial because it's against the bylaws of that municipality. The second beach that has been declared unofficially by the nudist community as a nudist beach is Mpenjati Beach. Now, I'm just saying this so that we move from the basis of facts, that the nudist community has already declared some of these beaches. What they are doing, I'm saying it's unofficial because what they are doing, they are breaking the law. Our law enforcement must go there and enforce if we see them, and they know that, because I've declared that on our part as the municipality, nobody is allowed to bathe in our beaches naked. That's what our bylaws are saying. But in South Africa as a whole, there is a beach that is designated. Now, once you say it's designated now, I'm no longer saying unofficial. Designated, it means it has gone through the processes and is approved by council. That this beach, we will accept people to bathe in the beach naked. And that beach is Camps Bay in Cape Town. We've checked, we've interacted with the officials there. Some of the information they are telling us is that on their side, when that beach was declared as a nudist beach, they saw some economic spin-offs, but obviously there were challenges that they've listed. I just thought I must go through that. There are nudist beaches, designated nudist beaches all over the world. It's a new area. The program director indicated, and the deputy mayor indicated, that when you deal with such applications, they actually test the strength, one, of our democracy as a country. Do we really understand that everybody has got a right to exist in whatever form or nature? Two, they test development. Are we really at that level of development to engage in to have such facilities. Now, I think discussion here will answer that question. It's not for us as a municipality to say yes or no.